Talaga pong...
Commissioner, ang sinabi ni Mark Taguba, gusto nilang makabawas, kaya sila yung nagpupunta roon sa classification na lanes. Tama ba ako, Mr. Taguba?
pwede ko po bang sagutin yung sinabi?
Go ahead. Sige po. Sagutin niyo.
Yung sinasabing makabawas, unang-una, hindi namin gusto magtara. Yan naman hindi papansinin yung dokumento mo.
Pag-i-explain muna sa amin, ano ba yung TARA system para sa kaalaman ng taong bayan? Ano ba talaga ang TARA system sa Bureau of Customs? Lagay ba yan? O ano ba yan?
Lagay po, grease money po ito, tara.
O ibig sabihin, the TARA system is grease money. Nabanggit nga po ni Commissioner Paeldon, Mr. Chair, na ang TARA system is illegal, di ba? O, tama rin ang sinabi ni Mark Taguba na ito ay grease money o lagay. Ano?
Yes po.
Gaano kataas ang lagay sa isang TARA?
Maabot po ng 10,000 kung di po ako nagkakamali.
Per container?
Per container. Depende po sa opisina.
Anong gusto mong ipaliwanag kanina?
Gusto ko lang ipaliwanag na sinasabi niya na yung mga nagpaparating ng mga produkto nila gusto makabawas kaya nagtatara. Unang-una, hindi nila kailangan magbigay ng tara kung maayos yung BOC. Kung inaasikaso yung mga papel at hindi kailangan magbigay ng buwis para lang asikasuhin ka, walang magbibigay ng tara. So, sabi nga ni Jimmy Guban dito, time immemorial, nandiyan na yan. So, dapat ang ano dyan is yung tara, kung wala yan, yun yung pinaka-problema eh. Hindi kailangan ng mga nagpaparating ng mga produkto na may tara. Kaya sila nagtara kasi yung mga kakumpetensya nila, mas mababa yung binabayarang buwis. Paano ka makikipagkompetensya sa kanila kung mas mababa yung buwis nila?
Commissioner Peldon, kanina nabanggit mo na nababawasan yung ibinibigay sa bayan, no? Itong tara, hindi naman sa bayan ibibigay ito sa bulsa eh. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa bulsa na ibibigay yan eh.
Yes,
So,
Your
paano
Honor.
may papaliwanag mo sa amin ngayon na nababawasan yung ibinibigay na dapat na ibigay sa bayan natin?
Tama po kayo, sir. That's why yung first meeting ko sa kanila, this is exactly how I appealed to them. Kung meron kayong alam na erring BOC officer na tumatanggap ng tara, ay pwede nyo bang ireklamo, pumunta kayo sa opisina namin at ibigay nyo sa amin yung pangalan. Sir, after 6 months...
Wala bang sinabi sa iyo, meron ka pang salita, Commissioner? Wala bang binanggit sa iyo mga pangalan ng panahon mo? Wala ba?
Sir, nag-appeal ako for 6 months. Of the 12,000 importers and brokers, kahit
Wala.
isa sa kanila, walang nagsabi na mayroon tumatanggap ng tara. So that is our problem. No one is willing among them to complain kung sino yung taga-BOC na tumatanggap.
Ibig sabihin, natatakot po silang magsalita pag wala kayo natatanggap na report. Nakakapagtaka po naman, Commissioner Peldon, pakituruan niyo po ako na hindi niyo po alam kung sino yan, samantalang kayo pong Commissioner.
Your Honor, ang hirap pong mag-akusa ka na wala kang ebidensya. That's why sinasabi ko, tama po, I believe na may tara. That's why in my first 6 months, I appealed to them. Please go to our office and let us know kung sino po itong
meron
tumatanggap
bang
ng
salita?
tara.
Hindi talaga maalis ng korupsyon. Pag ganyan.
I would
Ngayon,
like to ask also,
sino po yung ating ano ngayon? Commissioner La Peña, kayo po ngayon ng ano? Sino ang ating ano ngayon? Sino ang ating BOC ngayon?
Mr. Chair,
Sige po.
I just manifest that I am yielding whatever time is remaining for me to Chairman Abante as I need to move to my other committee for a hearing.
So you're yielding your time to...
Yes, Mr. Chair, and I am soliciting the
Because
permission of the chairman to leave this
because
committee
the
hearing.
interjection was so long. That's the reason why? Okay, thank you so much, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. You can proceed.
Mr. Chair, that was not
Co-chair.
actually interjection. It was actually Commissioner
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Luistro
Mr. Chair.
has already
this one is very
Yes.
short, really. This one is very short, just to wind up.
Okay, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro, you are recognized.
About the manipulation of the yellow lane, the green lane, and the red lane. Yung sinasabi po ni Mark Taguba, gusto makabawas, gusto makatipid. That is in as far as the revenue generation perspective of the government is concerned. But I wish to invite the attention of the committee to a bigger perspective. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito is not only misdeclaration, but even non-declaration. Paano kung may magpasok ng bomba? Paano kung may magpasok ng mga firearms and ammunitions without the necessary declaration? And what if the consignee, the end user of this importation, are terrorist group? I hope we appreciate the possibility na baka hindi lang po income ng gobyerno ang nawawala. Baka hindi lamang po batas ang nava-violate. Mr. Chair, I lament that with that existing system as alleged by our resource persons, we are compromising already even the national security of our country. That is a manifestation, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
thank you so much. And with that as well, ano, kasi medyo meron lang ako itatanong ano, sa mga naging commissioner ng BOC. Kasi pag may mga nakakalusot no, sa atin, katulad ng binabanggit ni Mark Taguba, ay nag-i-issue tayo ng ano, di ba? Minsan hinahabol natin yan, di ba? Nag-i-issue tayo ng parang letter of authority para doon po sa mga illegal goods na nire-raid natin sa mga warehouses. Is this a correct assumption? Kay Mr. La Peña and Mr. Paildon, you can answer both.
Yes, sir. The commissioner is granted by the new law, Customs Modernization and Tariff Act of 2016, to issue search warrant as far as imported commodities are concerned. So
Yes.
the customs can issue search warrants and confiscate smuggled commodities. Your
Yeah,
Honor.
okay. So, may mga ini-issue tayong letter of authority. Tapos, kapag nakita natin na yun nasa mga warehouses na yon are illegal goods, nag-i-issue tayo ng warrant to seize and to destroy. Ganun ba ginagawa ng Bureau?
You can confiscate the commodity outrightly, Your Honor. And depending on the type of commodity, let's say in my time, sir, if I may, the importation of fake cigarette seals that were actually used for local manufacturers in their cigarettes is one of the powers of the customs to seize and confiscate commodities.
So-
Those are just ones of the...
So, yung mga confiscated na mga goods, ano, yung mga illegal goods na nako-confiscate because of the warrant that are being issued by the BOC, how can we be sure of na hindi yung po bumabalik sa market na lahat ng mga goods na nako-confiscate ay napapapunta po doon muli sa BOC or ito po ay talagang dinidestroy? What are the parameters being undertaken by the Bureau para yung kinonduct po nating raid through the letter of authority on raiding that warehouse where the illegal goods are being kept? Anong assurance ng taong bayan na hindi po ito bumabalik doon sa black market, kumbaga, sa mga suki buyer na pinalusot? Kasi usually, di ba, katulad nung sinasabi natin sa mga illegal drugs na yan, di ba, minsan hindi naman talaga sinusunog lahat eh. Yung hindi naman dinidestroy lahat, di ba? So what are the parameters?
The disposal of some commodities, the authority to dispose it or how to proceed after the confiscation is no longer under the authority of the commissioner. It goes to the secretary level. And
Secretary of?
of Finance. That's where the BOC is under. So for like perishable items, talagang let's say sibuyas, nabulok na yan doon sa pier, pinoprocess pa yung disposal niyan. So, there's specific parameters on how these commodities are being disposed of. But for the recyclable, let's say for the cigarette, hindi mo yan basta-basta lang itapon kasi yung shelf life time niyan is mahaba. So, even the highest government, meron siyang power to address how these confiscated commodities are to be disposed of.
Mr.
So
Chair,
hindi lang talaga commissioner lang, Your Honor.
So, dito sa mga raids that are being or were being conducted noon before, meron na bang naging successful yung mga kinasuhan natin? Kasi in the first place, dapat, di ba, kung nag-raid tayo, tapos na-confiscate natin yung mga illegal goods sa isang warehouse. So, dahil nga, nandun siya sa warehouse, illegal goods siya, meron na bang nakasuhan sa BOC? Because nakalusot eh. Lumabas eh. Nakarating sa warehouse eh. And we have numerous, marami tayong mga raids that were conducted that was issued by the commissioner ng letter of authority para mag-search ng mga illegal commodities. So, nakita natin, napatunayan natin na maraming mga illegal goods. So, meron bang kinasuhan sa BOC because of that? Sige, sir.
Your Honors, during my time, the biggest, let's say, success the BOC has achieved was the payment of 33 billion pesos to the Philippine government as a result of our raid.
Commissioner, yung tinatanong ko po, kung merong kinasuhan sa BOC, kasi nakalusot eh. Halimbawa,
Yes, sir.
kotse,
Yes, sir.
nakalusot. May kinasuhan po ba?
Yes, sir. Yung Mighty Cigarette, we raided that, we filed a case, and they settled to pay the government 33 billion pesos. That's the biggest during my time.
Aside from that, kasi siguro we need to find out, no? During your time, during ng mga BOC natin, na commissioner, Mr. Chairman, siguro alamin po natin kung ilan po yung inisyo nilang letter of authority or yung mga kinonduct nilang mga search at mga raids. Tapos makita natin, ilang successful raids po doon, ang nagkaroon ng doon sa mga empleyado natin sa BOC na nanagot dahil doon po sa mga naging successful na raids. So I think it's high time that we audit the letter of authority that was being issued by the commissioners. Kasi makikita po natin yung mga issuance nila ng letter of authority doon sa mga raid na kinonduct nila. At kung successful ito, ilan ang nanagot sa BOC ng mga empleyado. So, Mr. Chairman, I think in the next hearing, we will be asking the present, yung BOC, sino ba BOC natin ngayon? Sino nga ba? Si Rubio. To submit to us yung mga letter of authorities that was issued by the different administration. And at the same time, makita din po natin yung warrant ng cease and destroy, yung WSD na sinasabi. Kasi nga po, kasi dito rin po tayo nalulusutan eh, yung mag-i-issue sila ng warrant to cease and destroy. Pero ang dinedestroy nila, tama, si Nick Paldon na depende. Kung perishable, maaaring bulok na. Pero yung mga hindi, yung mga dinedestroy ba nila, talagang 100% dinedestroy nila? Yun ang gusto natin malaman. Kung naglilinis na rin lang tayo sa gobyerno, linisin na po natin lahat. So, yun lamang po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Balik na po natin kay Chairman
Thank
Hayes.
you, Congressman Fernandez. Yes, Congressman Abante.
I just would like to continue on asking the question on the TARA, no? Sapagkat, Luca, we have been talking about the TARA system nung pang-isa eh. Pero hanggat pinag-uusapan natin yan, at hindi natin talaga natutukoy yan para hihinto yan, wala rin kwenta ito pinag-uusapan natin. So gusto kong kausapin yung pagkatapos ng Commissioner Peldon, si Commissioner La Peña, di ba? So Commissioner La Peña, nung panahon mo, meron pa rin TARA system.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Chairman. Yes, there was. In fact, before I assumed as the Commissioner of Customs,
Pakitapit po yung microphone.
before I assumed as the Commissioner of the Bureau of Customs, I heard the privilege speech of Senator Ping Lacson. and the TARA system was mentioned by him, which is existing in the Bureau of Customs.
Sino po ito? Sino po?
Senator Lacson, Your Honor.
Now, I'd like to know, Commissioner La Peña and Commissioner Baildon, that the TARA system, if it continues, it is a big loss to the revenues of this government. Am I right?
That's right, Your Honor.
So,
In fact,
what happened in your own turf?
yeah, in my time, what I did was, of course, that's one basis ng aking action, plan of action in the Bureau of Customs. But among others, I met the Association of Importers and talked to them kung ano ba yung mga problema nila. And that is one of those mentioned. But among those, aside from that, the other problem is the slow facilitation or the slow processing of the papers. In fact, it's because of the slow processing of the papers that the importer go to those people who processes their documents, and their goods or when it is delayed, there is a penalty, which is called yung dimurahe, which is 10,000 per day. Ang dimurahe niyan, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman. That's why yung mga importers talagang bumibigay, even without asking. The TARA system actually is a facilitation fee, na kung nagbigay ka, aalalayan yung iyong goods. That's why what I did as a solution is after talking with all concerned, number one is I acted on the AMO, Accreditation Management Office, because that is the first place where corruption happens.
Pero, Commissioner La Peña, nung panahon ninyo, andun pa rin yung classification ng red lane, ng green lane, andun pa rin.
There was, Your Honor.
But you did not do anything to remove it, did you?
Well, actually, Your Honor, it's necessary. The green lane has to be resorted to, because kung hindi mo isi-segregate yung mga cleared na, mahaba yung pila ng mga container van na yan, container truck. Magkakaroon ng ng traffic in the process. That's why
So what's the difference between the red lane and the green lane?
the green lane is cleared already, Your Honor. The red lane, these are the one that is subjected to a more strict scrutiny, passing through the X-ray.
Tama po yung sinabi ni Mark Taguba, na pag nasa green lane ka, hindi na binubusan yung container, hindi na masyadong ina-examine yan. Yan ay talagang diretso na, ganun po ba?
That's right, Your Honor.
Therefore, talagang hindi mo awala ang korupsyon, Commissioner La Peña, because of that. Am I right?
Yeah, yes, Honor. But there are ways how to address that situation. And as I have said, we have to talk with the customs personnel to move faster, to act faster on the papers of the importers. And I have a study, a plan. Actually, I have started already the automation of customs. And if we automate, that will reduce the processing of papers, Your Honor, and that will address the corruption, actually, that has been prevailing in the Bureau of Customs. And there will be less human factor or human intervention. I saw those automated customs in the Kota Kinabalu customs facilities. You cannot see brokers in that area, but the container vans passes through na walang intervention, but they are subjected to X-rays. So it is you can collect more revenues siguro yung if we will go automated, the cost of automation is bak isang taon lang yan, iba mababawi na yung X-ray machine na yan o yung automation, I mean. So I last hearing, Your Honor, when I was here, I mentioned about the automation in the Bureau of Customs because I feel very strongly that will be the solution dito sa problema sa Bureau of Customs.
The Commissioner, both of you know, the digitalization of the agency like the Bureau of Customs was started during the time of President Ramos. I'd like to find out from you, what happened to digitalization of the agency? Because, as you have said, that is one way to curb corruption, to digitalize the Bureau of Customs. We were talking with the Bureau of Internal Revenue chairman today, and he told me that that is one way to curb corruption. Digitalize mo ang agency ng ating pamahalaan. So, ano po ang ginawa ninyo? Uunahin ko si Commissioner Peldon. What have you done as far as digitalizing the Bureau of Customs?
During my time, sir, there is, in fact, in the previous administration, there was an allocation of 400 million pesos to computerize customs. But it was subject to court litigation. So it was never implemented during my time because the 400...
Commissioner, because there are some people there in customs who are actually against it. So they can continue the corruption. Am I right?
It can be assumed that way, sir.
But only assume that way, Commissioner Peldon. It is true. Di ba? That's the reason why merong court case dyan, napatagal yung digitalization dyan. Hanggang ngayon, Commissioner De Peña, how many percent of the Bureau of Customs are actually digitalized
Well,
during your time?
Yeah, in my time, Your Honor, the offices have computers, are computerized. But I am referring to the computerization of the importation process, Your Honor. And as I've said, we have started the planning of this computerization of the Bureau of Customs. Although, well, I was not able to finish it because I was transferred to TESDA. I became the Director General of TESDA. But just the same, that project was being piloted, operationally tested, Your Honor, but it did not push through anymore. I agree with you that maybe within the customs, do not like the computerization, the automation. That's why it should come from the national government, from the, for example, from the custom, from the Congress, and let it happen. Let the automation be done, completed, and implemented in Bureau of Customs. 1 year only that can be yung cost ng automation will be mababawi na yon sa revenue na
Mr. Chair, perhaps one of the bills that the Quadcom could be able to look into is the bill to actually digitalize agencies in government that are very much involved, especially in the issue of corruption, Mr. Chair. Pero itong si Mr. Taguba, ikaw ba ay dumating pa sa time ni Commissioner La Peña o kay Commissioner Peldon lamang?
Kay Commissioner Peldon lang po.
Okay. So, let me ask you, no, in the truest sense of the word. Now, you tell me, sapagkat Commissioner Peldon, you have admitted that you were not actually in control of everything. Ibig sabihin, yung pag-release ng mga containers is not up to you anymore. So, director na lang, di ba?
The law specifically said that that's the role of the collectors in the 38 ports nationwide.
Therefore, hindi mo na alam yon.
The details of those packing lists, because in one port alone, there are, 2,500 containers coming daily. So talagang napakarami. That's why the new law delineate the role of the commissioner and the collectors nationwide. Because commissioner cannot go to that 38 ports and inspect those
What
commodities
does
coming
the
in.
custom police do? Do you have enough policemen in the customs branch that are actually looking into it? Hindi ba sila ang dapat managot diyan?
I think just like the other government agencies, we lack manpower as far as the customs police is concerned. Of the 38 ports, I think the manpower to do that is not enough to really seal the borders as far as importation of contraband is concerned, Your Honor.
Chair, I'd like to make a request or a motion that we also invite the director of the customs police to shed light in this corruption, Mr. Chair.
Yes, okay. COMSEC, you are directed to send the invitation to the head of the customs police in the next scheduled committee hearing.
CIS.
So before we
Mr.
proceed, let
Chairman,
me
yes,
acknowledge first the presence
Sir.
of
Chairman,
yes.
CIIS ba yan?
Customs police is different from CIIS, correct?
Iba ba yung CIIS
magkaiba yan.
sa custom police?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So may we invite also sa CIIS then?
And the
Yeah.
head of the CIIS, COMSEC. So let me acknowledge first the presence of the following members who are present. Congresswoman Pami Zamora, Congressman Zia Adyong, Congressman Ernex Junicio, Congressman Ping Remulla, Congressman Salvador Plato, Congressman Rog Gutierrez, and Congressman Arrogancia.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Akop?
pwede po bang mag-interject?
Yes, yes, you may. Congressman Akop, please proceed.
Thank you. Do we have a representative of the Bureau of Customs today?
We invited the Bureau of Customs for today's committee hearing, right? And is there any representative from the BOC? Oh, there.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Can you please identify yourself from the BOC?
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Tristan Langkay. I am the current Director of the Legal Service Bureau of Customs.
Okay, sige. Thank you, Attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I proceed?
Please proceed.
Thank you. The two former customs director admitted that there's a TARA system. There was a TARA system during their tenure. Would that be correct? Sid, would that be correct during your term that there was a TARA system? Commissioner La Peña?
There was, Your Honor. In fact, well, what I did, with your permission, if may I explain a little bit.
Yeah.
What I did was...
Commissioner Sid, ay premise ko lang ito. Commissioner Faildo,
Yes, Your Honor.
you admitted also that there
Yes,
was
Your
a
Honor.
TARA system during your tenure.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, may I ask the representative of the Bureau of Customs, meron po bang TARA system ngayon?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I have no experience or knowledge on that TARA system, Your Honor. Currently, I'm just with the legal service of the
How
Bureau
long
of
have you
Customs.
been in the Bureau of Customs?
I've been with the Bureau of Customs since 2009, Your Honor.
And you do not know of the existence of a TARA system within your department or your office?
As to the existence, Your Honor, I have no personal knowledge of that.
I'm not asking whether you have personal knowledge.
Yes, Your Honor, if not personal knowledge, I've heard about it during discussions like this forum, during investigations. Sa mga kwentuhan, Your Honor, narinig ko. Pero wala akong experience on that, Your Honor.
Attorney,
Yes, sir.
hindi naman galing sa Bureau of Customs yung report sa amin. Galing sa mga broker mismo. Yung nakikipag-deal sa customs na may TARA system. I do not know. You have been with customs since 2009, and in this committee, the two customs director already admitted that there was a TARA system during the term. Tapos ngayon, ang tanong ko, meron pa ba sa Bureau of Customs? Sabi mo, attorney, you do not know. You do not have any personal knowledge. Did you take your oath?
No, he has not taken his oath yet, Your Honor, but we can administer the oath now. Comsec, please.
I think it is necessary, Mr. Chair, so that if I find him lying, then I can move to cite him in contempt.
Okay. Please, Comsec, administer the oath of Attorney Langkay from the Bureau of Customs.
Sir, please stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry, so God may help you? Yes, the oath has been administered, sir.
Thank you, Comsec. Please proceed, Congressman Akop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do not know, attorney, if in the previous hearing, present po kayo.
I was not present, Your Honor.
It was Attorney Boca?
I think it's
Boco,
Attorney Dibuco, Your Honor, one of the chiefs who is under the legal service, Your Honor.
I agree. At halos parehas kayo ng sagot. You do not have personal knowledge. Yun din ang sagot nung representative ng Customs in the last hearing.